All right, recording. So could you like say your, actually move a little bit closer to the camera. Sweet, that's great. Could you say like your name and where you came from?
Hey, I'm Matthew Parsons, and I'm from Mercer County, West Virginia.
Yeah. So what brought you to apply for the program and put in the month of June into it?
It's funny. Sorry, I have to comment. I wrote a song called The Month of June. Anyway, well, it started off just being active in the environmental, in the movement in general, made me want to find something that I could, hold on to and actually, carry on for a good long while. And one of the projects that I came across were the projects done by West Virginia Youth Action League. That was the big thing, and that started when I visited Caford on the 4th of July. And it's just, as soon as I found something,
John David has arrived.
Oh, cool.
as soon as I found a good program, then I helped with it, and I helped move it along, and then as soon as it was ready, I was like jumping on board. So I couldn't leave it sit.
Yeah. So I know you've been doing some organizing in your area in Mercer County. Yeah. Can you talk about that a little bit and what inspired you to get involved in this stuff?
Well, what inspired me to really get involved in the environmental things and community sustainability has been, in those terms, has been the movement itself has really, educated me as far as what we're actually looking for. I had this basic idea of what was needed, what the world needed was, independent people with independent ideas. That didn't have to be that have to go, with the grain. So once I figured out about the movement, I just, I thought this, even though I knew that we had to take care of the environment, we had to do this, we had to do that, I hadn't really given any thought to, doing actions and different things like that and community organizing. And then as soon as I was involved, it wasn't long after I figured out that, it would be pretty simple for me to just do it, do the same thing. And there were kids my age who I knew were interested in the same things I was, and I knew that they would really love the idea. So I took it to them, and they were of course very supportive. It was a good start off. It's been a steady thing, and we put raised bed gardens at the local high school, and I think it's just going to keep expanding. Had a lot of help from the local media, and it's been pretty great.
So why would you say that building green jobs and clean energy, local healthy economies, why would you say that all that the summer program is doing is important?
To the specific area?
To the area that we're in, yeah, to the coal fields.
Well, this area itself is the antithesis of community sustainability. It means this has been the place where all of the bad industry and all of the miscommunication within communities has happened throughout the past several years in America. It's been a major thing that the number one corrupt industry, the government aside, has taken hold on this one spot, and it was because it started off with a lot of poor people from very oppressed areas, and they couldn't really help themselves. They weren't knowledgeable at the time to watch out for those types of things, and then once those companies took control, it was all downhill from there. And then so now these particular communities in the coal fields they need just a little bit of support, because they're getting knowledgeable. They're learning that you cannot trust the companies, you can't trust the big industries, and all they need is just one little push, and they'll be set up as we can set them up easily as nice, sustainable communities. And this community itself is coming really close to it.
Yeah. Are there any questions or concerns you have going into the next 3 weeks, or? How are you feeling about things?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think the whole thing is, it started off well, and it's going to keep getting better. And the more we do this, I've come to understand that it's going to be annual, and it's going to be a big thing. And I would say, give it 5 years, we'll have at least 5 communities separately set up perfectly, the way that they need to be, the way that they need to, how they can, sustain themselves. Getting all tongue-tied.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I think we're good.
All right. Great, man.